poverty be a title to poetry, I'm sure nobody can dispute mine. I own myself with a company of beggars, and I make one of their weekly festivals at St. Giles's.
As we live by the muses, it is but gratitude in us to encourage poetical merit, wherever we find it. Be the author who he will, we will push his play as far as it will go.
I have introduced the similes that are in all your celebrated operas. Besides, I have a prison scene.
Ah, the prison scene.
Which the ladies always reckon charmingly pathetic. As to the parts, I have observed such a nice impartiality to our two ladies that I'm sure it's impossible for either of them to take offence.
But it's time for us to withdraw.
I hope, sir,
The actors are preparing to begin.
I hope I may be forgiven that I've not made my opera throughout unnatural like those in vogue, for I have no recitative.
Play away the overture.
Excepting this, that as I've consented to have my it must be allowed. Peachum!
Yes, music! All the employments of life, each neighbor abuses his brother. Poor and rogue they call husband and wife. All professions berogue one another. The priest calls the lawyer a cheat. The lawyer beneath the divine. And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine. Thinks his trade as honest as mine. A lawyer is an honest employment, so is mine. Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against rogues and for them. It is but fitting we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir! Black Moll hath sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
Why, she may plead her belly it was. My knowledge is taking care of that security. But you may satisfy her, I will soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! This is death without reprieve. Mr. Lockit can have Tom Gag for £40. All I'd more know I will save her from transportation, for I can get more by her staying in England.
Aye, she's brought more goods into our lot this year than any 5 of the gang.
Besides, what's be wrought by the death of any woman?
Hey, Tom!
Except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. It was to her I was obliged my education. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. By her we first were taught the wheedling arts. Her very eyes can cheat when most she's kind. She tricks us of our money with our arts. Hey! For her like wolves by night, we roam for prey, and practice every fraud to bribe our charms. Pursuits of love like Laura won by pay, and beauty must be feed into our arms.
Make haste to Newgate, boy, and let my friends know what I intend.
On away, for it's a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to friends in affliction.
It's high time to look about me for a decent execution against Nick Sessions. I hate a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gang. Crook-fingered Jack. Now let's see what the stock owes to his credit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold watches and 6 silver ones. A mighty clean-handed fellow. Harry Paddington. He'll never come to the gallows with any credit. Tom Tipple, Matt of the Mint, Robin of Bagshot. Bagshot? Elias Gorgon, Elias Buffbob, Elias Carbuncle, Elias Bob Booty.
What of Bob Booty, husband? I hope nothing's betided in. You know, my dear, he's a favourite customer of mine.
Yeah, I've set him down on a blacklist, that's all, me dear.
Oh?
He spends his life among women, and when his money is gone, one or other of the ladies will hang him for the reward, and that's £40 lost to us forever.
You know, my dear, I never meddle in matters of death. Women indeed are bitter bad judges in these cases, for they think every man handsome who is going to the camp or the gallows. If any wench Venus girdle wear, though she be never so ugly, lilies and roses will quickly appear, and her face look wondrous smugly. Beneath the left ear, so fit but a cord, a rope so charming a soul is. The youth in his cart has the air of a lord, and we cry, there dies an Adonis. But really, husband, you never had a finer, braver set behind them these 7 months.
What the dickens is the woman always a whimpering about murder for? Murder is as fashionable a crime as a man can be guilty of. So be on upon the subject, me dear. Tell me, was Captain Macheath here this morning for the banknotes you left with you last week?
Yes, my dear. Sure there isn't a finer gentleman on the road than the captain. Pray, my dear, is the captain rich?
He keeps too good company ever to grow rich.
Oh.
I live one of the chocolate houses of his undoing.
Oh, I'm sorry upon Polly's account. The captain has not more discretion.
Upon Polly's account? What a plague does the woman mean upon Polly's account?
Captain Macheath is very fond of the girl.
And what then?
If I've any skill in the ways of women, I'm sure Polly thinks him a very pretty man.
And what then? Look, your wife, I will indulge the girl as far as prudently we can in anything but marriage. After that, my dear, how shall we be safe?
But
married? If the affair isn't already done, I will terrify her from it by the example of her neighbours. I'll go to her this moment and sift her. In the meantime, rip out the coronets and marks on those handkerchiefs, for I can dispose of them this afternoon to a chap in the city.
Oh, never was a man more out of the way in an argument than my husband. Why should our Polly, forsooth, differ from her sex and love only her husband? All men are thieves in love, and like a woman the better for being another's property. Oh, either, Filch. I'm as fond of this child as though my mind misgave me were mine own. He has as fine a hand at picking a pocket as a woman. Where was your post last night, me boy?
I plied at the opera, madam. And considering it was neither dark nor rainy, made a tolerable hand of it. These 7 handkerchiefs, madam.
Coloured ones, I see.
And this snuff box.
Oh, set in gold.
I had a fair tug at a charming gold watch, but it's stuck by the way, and I was forced to make my escape under a coach. Really, madam, sometimes I feel I should be cut off in the flower of my youth.
I thought, boy, by this time you'd lost fear as well as shame. Verdirk you, my lad, and do not tell me a lie, for you know I ain't a liar. Do you know of anything that's passed between Captain Macheath and our Polly?
Oh, I beg you, madam, don't ask me, for I must either tell a lie to you or to Miss Polly, for I promised her I wouldn't tell.
Yonder comes my husband and Polly. Come, Filch, you shall go with me into my own room and tell me the old story. I will give you a glass of a most delicious cordial I keep for my own drinking. I know as well as any of the fine ladies how to make the most of myself. And of my man, too. If I've allowed Captain Macheath some trifling liberties, I have this watch and other visible marks of his favour to show for it. A girl who cannot grant some things and refuse what is most material will soon be thrown out upon the common.
Against it toying or trifling with a customer in the ways of business, or to get a secret or so. But if I find out you've played the fool and I married you, slut you, I'll cut your throat, you hussy. Now you know me mind.
Polly is a sad slut, Maurice, and we have told her. I wonder any man alive will ever well upright, and scores and stays and glass and lace she will have men beside. And when she's dressed with care and comfort, tempting, fine and gay, as Peachum saw her cow come by, she flicked herself away. You baggage!
Married? Do you think your mother and I would have lived comfortably so long together if ever we'd been married? Baggage!
If you must be married, Ozzy, could you introduce nobody into our family but I, women?
And Macheath may hang his mother and father-in-law and hopes to get the Douglas fortune.
I did not marry him as is a fashion, coolly and deliberately, for honour or money. But I love him, worse and worse. I thought the girl had been better bred. A husband, a folly makes me mad. Why, it swims. I'm distracted. I cannot support myself. Oh.
Do you see to what a condition you've reduced your poor mother? A glass of cordial this instant. Oh, how the poor woman takes it to heart. Ah, Hussy, this is the only comfort your mother has left.
Give her another glass, sir. My mamma drinks double the quantity whenever she is out of order. This, you see, fetches her. The girl shows such a readiness and so much concern. I can almost find it in my heart to forgive her. Oh, Polly, you might have toyed and kissed by keeping men off. You keep them on. That is so teased me, and is so pleased me. What I did, you must have
pacified. Don't let your passion run away with your senses.
If she'd only had an intrigue with the fellow. It's marriage, husband, makes it a blemish.
Make yourself easy. I think we can turn this match to our advantage.
Polly, so far as one woman can forgive another, I forgive you. Your father's too fond of you, I say. And all my sorrows are at an end.
But hadn't you the common views of a gentlewoman in marriage, Polly?
Don't know what you mean, sir.
Of a jointure, of being a widow.
But I love him, sir. Oh, then could I have thoughts of parting with him?
Parting with him? Why, that's the whole scheme and intention of all marriage articles.
A comfortable state of widowhood is the only hope that keeps up a wife's spirits. I beg you to explain yourself. Your duty to parents as he obliges you to hang him.
What? Murder the man I love?
What would many a wife give for such an opportunity?
What is a jointure? What is a widowhood to me? I know my heart. I cannot survive him. With plaintive crying, her lover dying. But at others with plaintive crying laments
ashamed to your very sex.
But hear me,
Oh,
Mother.
Wales, and your husband, and be dutiful. A thing husband must and shall be done. Our own lives are in danger. For Macheath will have absolute power over his wife's secrets and ours.
That's a point which ought to be considered. He shall be taken off. She will not know her duty. We know ours.
I will undertake to manage Polly.
And I'll prepare matters for the Old Bailey.
Now I'm a wretch indeed. Methinks I see him already in the cart, sweeter and more lovely than the nosegay in his hand. I hear the crowd extolling his resolution and intrepidity. What volleys of sighs are sent from the windows of Holborn that so comely a youth be brought to disgrace. I see that the whole circle are in tears, even butchers weep. The hangman himself hesitates to perform his duty and would be glad to lose his fee by a reprieve. What then will become of As yet, I may inform him of their design and aid him in his escape. It shall be so. And then he flies, and I bar myself from his dear, dear conversation. That too will distract me. If he keep out of the way, my papa and mamma may in time relent, and we may be happy. If he stays, he is hanged, and then he is lost forever. He intended to lie concealed in my room till the dusk of evening. They are abroad. By this instant, let him out, lest an accident should prevent him.
When I was away, did your fancy ever stray to some newer lover?
Without disguise, he besides dozing eyes, my thoughts are put to
Polly say, Polly say, when I was away, oh, pretty boy, oh, pretty Polly say, when I was away.
Suspect my courage, my honor, suspect anything but my love.
My heart was so free, it roved like the bee, till Polly my passion requited. My heart was so free, it roved like the bee, till Polly my passion requited. I saved each flower, I changed every yard, I saved each flower, I changed every yard. But here every flower is united, but here every flower is united.
Is there any power, any force can tear me from you?
Sure, my dear, and were you sentenced to transportation, you could not leave me behind, could you?
When I laid on Greenland's coast, and in my arms embraced my lass, warm amidst eternal frost, too soon the half-year's night would pass.
When I saw the Indian soil, soon as the burning day was closed, I would mock the sultry toil without my charmer's breast repose.
And I would love you all the day.
Every night would kiss and play.
If with me you'd fondly stray,
shall I speak it? I must be torn from you. We must part. My papa and mamma are set against your life. Even now they are preparing evidence against you. Your life depends upon a moment.
Must I then go?
And will not absence change your love? Oh, how I fear, how I tremble. Go. But when safety will give you leave, you will be sure to see me again. For till then, Polly is wretched.
The might of us a shilling sees, which he's obliged to pay. With sighs resigns it by degrees, and feels 'tis lost forever.
To make use of. Where shall we find such another set of practical philosophers who to a man are above the fear of death?
So men and true. Who is there that would die for his friend? Who is there that would betray him for his own interest?
Show me a gang of courtiers that can say as much.
Our several stations for the day are fixed. Good luck attend us all.
Fill the glasses!
Fill them big glasses. Oh, wine and spices and spices and spices. With a cottage, cottage love. And wine should light and wine. Is there aught else on earth desire? Fill them big glasses. Oh, wine.
Gentlemen, well met. No ceremony, I beg you. My heart has been with you this hour, but an unexpected affair has detained me.
We were just breaking up to go upon duty. Am I to have the honor of taking the air with you, sir, this evening upon the eve?
I was to have been of that party, but...
But what, sir?
Is there any man suspects my courage?
We have all been witnesses of it.
My honor and truth to the gang?
I'll be answerable for that.
By this question, something seems to have troubled you. Are any of us suspected?
I have a fixed confidence, gentlemen, in you all. Peachum is a man that is useful to us.
Is he about to play us any foul play? I'll shoot him through the air!
If you gentlemen act with discretion, a pistol is your last resort. He's a man who knows the world and is a necessary agent to us.
He knows nothing of this meeting.
We have had a slight difference, and until it is accommodated, I am obliged to keep out of his way. Now, make him believe I have quitted the gang, which I can never do but with life. Out of private quarters, I shall continue to meet you.
Your instructions shall be observed.
It's now high time for us to repair to our several duties.
We bid you farewell.
Success attend you. I shall wish myself with you.
Come and hear the sound of protest, the hour of attack of protest, who wants brave boys and load. See the ball I hold, let the enemy's toil like castles, a fire their fires of hearts, and told our dead gold. Take the road, I can hear the sound of protest, the hour of attack of protest, who wants brave boys and load.
What a fool is a fond wench. Polly is most confoundedly bit. I love the sex. And a man who loves money might as well be content with 1 guinea as I with 1 woman.
If the heart of a man is depressed with cares, the mist is dispelled when a woman appears. Like the notes of a fiddle, she sweetly, sweetly raises the spirits and charms our ears. Roses and lilies her cheeks disclose, but her ripe lips are more sweet than those. Caressa, caressa, with bliss is her kisses, dissolve us in pleasure and soft repose.
I must have women. There's nothing unbends the mind like them. Draw! Draw!
Kaiser coming. Mrs. Coates.
Ah! You are welcome. You look charmingly today. I hope you do not want the repairs of quality and lay on paint.
Miss Dolly Trowell.
Dolly! Kiss me, you slut! You're still as amorous as ever, hussy. Dolly, thou wilt ever be a coquette.
Mrs. Dickerson.
I am yours. I always loved a woman of wit and spirit. They make charming mistresses, but plaguey wives.
Betty Dots.
Come here, hussy. You still drink as hard as ever? You had better stick to good wholesome beer, for in troth, Betty, strong waters will in time ruin your constitution. What, and my pretty Jenny Diver, too. As prim and demure as ever. Oh, you're a dear, artful hypocrite. Careless and genteel as ever. All you ladies who know your own beauty affect an undress.
Mrs. Suki Tawdry.
Come to contradict what I was saying. Everything she gets one way, she lays out upon her back.
Molly Braden!
Molly! Oh, I love a free-hearted wench. And you're as willing as a turtle. But hark, I hear music. The Harper is at the door. Here you seat yourselves, ladies. What think you of a dance? Hey, that French tune Mrs. Slammican was so fond of.
Youth's the season made for joys, love is then our beauty. She alone who that employs, well deserves our beauty. Let's be gay while we may, beauty's a bloody spice in decay. Age flies swift away, age is not but sorrow. Dance and sing, shines on the wing, life never sees a return of spring.
Some wine. If any of the ladies choose gin, I hope they'll feel so free as to ask for it.
You look as if you meant me. Wine's strong enough for me. Indeed, sir, I never drink strong waters but when I have the colic.
Just the excuse of the fine ladies. No woman of quality is ever without the colic. Ah, Mistress Coaxer, I hope you've had good success of late in your visits among the Mercers.
Oh, we have so many interlopers.
Oh.
Yet, with industry, one may still have a little picking. I carried a silver-flowered lute string and a piece of black taffeta to Mr. Peachum's lot but last week.
Brazen as the ogre of a rattlesnake. She riveted a linen draper's eye so fast upon her, he was nicked to 2 pieces of cambric before he could look at her.
Oh, dear madam, but you're nothing to come at your handling of license. And then you do have such a sweet deluding tongue. To cheat a man is nothing, but a woman must have 5 parts indeed who cheats a woman. If any woman hath more art than another, to be sure it's Jenny Diver. Though a fella be never so agreeable, she can pick his pockets as coolly as if money was her only pleasure. Now that is a command of passions uncommon in a woman. I never go to the tavern with a man but in the view of business. I have other hours and other sort of men for my pleasure. But I know you're just...
Done with your compliments, ladies, and drink about. You're not so fond of me, Jenny, as you used to be.
It's not so convenient, sir, for me to show my fondness among so many rivals. It's your own choice, and not the warmth of my inclinations that will determine you. Before the bundle crowing, the cock by ends attended, his eyes around him throwing, stands for a while suspended, then one he singles from the crew and cheers the happy end. With a how'd you do, and how'd you do, and a how'd you do again. With a how'd you do, and a how'd you do, and a how'd you do, and a how'd you do again. With a how'd you do, and a how'd you do, and a how'd you do again. With a how'd you do.
Oh, Jenny, you're a dear slut.
Pray, madam, were you ever in keeping?
I hope, madam, I've not been so long upon the town, but I've met with some good fortune.
Oh, pardon me, madam. I meant no harm by the question. It's only in way of conversation.
Who do you look upon, madam, as your best sort of keepers?
That, madam, is thereafter as may be.
Now, for my part, I own I like an old fellow who always make him pay for what they can't do. But to be sure, sir, with so much good fortune as you have had upon the road, you must be grown immensely rich.
Oh, the gaming tables have been my ruin.
Gamesters and lawyers and jugglers alike, if they meddle, your all is in danger. The gamesters and lawyers and jugglers alike, if they meddle, your all is in danger. Like gypsies, if once they can finger a souse, your pockets they pick and they pilfer your house. And to give your estate to a stranger.
A man of courage should never put anything to the risk but his life. These are the tones of a man of honour. Cards and dice are only fit for cowardly chumps who prey upon their friends.
Oh, wanton hussies!
This there is bit of your hand. Besides your loss of money, it is a loss to the lady.
Oh.
How fond I could be of you. But before company, still great.
I must and will have a kiss to give my rider says.
I seize you, sir, as my prisoner.
Was this well done, Jenny? Women are decoy ducks. Who could trust them? Beasts, jades, jilts, harpies, furies, whores!
Your case, Mr. Macheath, is not particular. The greatest heroes have been ruined by women. But to do them justice, I must own they are a pretty sort of creature, if we could trust them. You must now, sir, take your leave of the ladies. And if they have a mind to make you a visit, they will be sure to find you at home. The gentlemen, ladies, lodgings at Newgate. Constables, wait upon the captain to his lodging.
See, I shall suffer with pleasure. See, I shall suffer with pleasure. Let me go when I will in all kinds of ill. I shall find no such furies as these are. Find no such furies as these are.